However, this independence loop was inevitably structured into the two-way street paradox. If a partnership could not function as a two-way street where one could depend on the person the way they obviously came to depend on you, then it didn't need to be a street at all, did it? It was at this exact juncture in the conversation, when the two-way street paradox arose, that Dim Mum's Crawley-like precision would quietly take the wheel. She would politely, elegantly, walk away. Her parting thesis was always simple. No one in this life should ever have to settle. She genuinely wished the other party the absolute best, harboring a sincere hope that they would find precisely the configuration of person they were looking for elsewhere. Din Mum firmly believed that we should never choose a partner out of codependent necessity. One should not build a life for someone because they need them, or because the other person needs to be rescued. Rather, a true partnership should exist solely because two people want to be together so much more than they want to be apart, to such a degree that the alternative becomes a nearly impossible to fathom. Furthermore, she held an ironclad rule that a union must actively make the world a better, more luminous place than it would be if both parties remained separate, because if that is not the case, what the bloody hell is the point? Thus, by fiercely refusing to become someone else's compromise, she was seamlessly refused to compromise her own hard-won sovereignty. Her intent was typically altruistic, wishing the best for the other human, but the structural byproduct was a flawless, unshakable defense of her own peace. It left her life entirely intact, even if a bit lonely, while the other parties were left utterly baffled. They simply couldn't fathom a woman who refused to let them shape her into their ideal, or at the very least bear them half a dozen children while maintaining three jobs over a span of a decade. Women and their damn independence. The very idea. You offer them the world, or at least half a dozen children within a set time frame, and they decline. Unconscionable.